Before we dive in, if you're someone who finds comfort in quiet questions and meaningful thought, hit that subscribe button and join our growing circle of thinkers. Here on The Quiet Why, we explore the silence between thoughts, the space beneath existence, and the voice behind the question, why? In a world addicted to noise, silence can feel like suffocation. In a mind that never stops thinking, peace can feel like a myth. Today we explore something that affects us all, overthinking. But not from a self-help angle, from a philosophical one. Because what if overthinking isn't just a bad habit? What if it's a philosophical condition? At first glance, overthinking sounds simple, thinking too much, too often. But thinkers like Socrates and Descartes saw thought as a gateway to truth. So why would too much of it ever be a problem? The answer lies not in how much we think, but in how we think. Overthinking is rarely productive. It loops, repeats, stalls. It's motion disguised as movement. You think you're making progress, but you're just walking in circles, inside your own mind. Overthinking becomes a cage not because thought is dangerous, but because we start believing that thinking is the only way to find peace. Zen philosophy calls this the monkey mind. Restless, chaotic, never still. We analyze to death. We try to think our way out of uncertainty, but ironically that just creates more uncertainty. Jean-Paul Sartre warned of bad faith, the lie we tell ourselves to avoid freedom. Overthinking is one such lie. It lets us avoid decisions, avoid action, avoid living. In trying to escape our fear of the unknown, we imprison ourselves in the known. Why do we overthink at all? Maybe it's not a flaw, maybe it's the cost of consciousness. We are, perhaps, the only species cursed with imagining endless futures and regretting endless pasts. Our brains are wired for simulation. We try to control life by running mental rehearsals. Neuroscience calls this the default mode network. The brain at rest but not still, wandering inward. And philosophy asks, is overthinking just the side effect of knowing that we know? Are we suffering not because of thought, but because we're aware of our own suffering? If so, overthinking isn't just annoying, it's deeply human. But here's the paradox, the cure for overthinking isn't more thinking, it's presence, stillness, awareness. The Stoics knew this. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Stillness isn't about emptying the mind, it's about observing the mind. Mindfulness, when stripped of trendiness, is pure philosophy. It says, you are not your thoughts, you are the space between them. So, what now? If you find yourself trapped in thought, don't shame it, don't resist it. Recognize it as a sign that your mind is alive, aware, reaching, but also, remember this. You don't have to listen to every thought your mind throws at you. You don't have to answer every question it asks. Sometimes the wisest thing you can do is nothing. To sit in the stillness, to feel the moment, to hear the whisper beneath the noise, because in that silence. If this resonated with you, even for a moment, subscribe to The Quiet Why. We ask questions not to confuse you, but to remind you that you're not alone in wondering. Until next time, stay curious, stay quiet enough to hear the answers.